Let's try to look at, let's understand the Microsoft Excel worksheet. We are going to try to explore and explain the Microsoft Excel worksheet. We are on to introductory part of Microsoft Excel. It's under Microsoft Office. When we go there under Microsoft Office, uh, there we shall try to look into the different items that are covered under the gist of Microsoft uh, Office. Under Microsoft Excel, let's go onto the worksheet. It is from Northbridge Technologies. You can check down here onto our email and see as well what we can do. So let's go straight into the beginning, because I'm using window 8. We can as well go to start. You can try to explore through Microsoft, let's say Excel. If I click here Excel, on other programs you have to go to Microsoft or window button or the start menu bar down here, then to get the prompts or to load the Microsoft Excel window. So upon reaching here onto the Microsoft Excel window, we can briefly try to see or understand the interface. We can understand the interface by exploring the workbook. This is the worksheet, or when you compare, when you add the two workbook or different worksheets, we get what we call a workbook. But right now we have what we call uh, the the Microsoft worksheet. Let's look into the different features. This is what we call a title bar. This is what we call a title bar onto our Microsoft Office Excel application. Under Microsoft Excel, this is what we call a title bar, because when you save your work with maybe your name Northbridge, it will appear here. Onto the title bar, we have what we call minimize, maximize, or restore down, then the close button. Then we have the undo and redo. If I activate here, we shall see that undo and redo, they keep. If I activate here, undo and redo will be active. So upon that, we can go to some other items like the save, then the save palette here, where we have save, new, blank document, and print. They are all down here. Then we shall look into the menu. This is what we call a menu bar. This is what we call our menu bar. This is the menu bar. Onto that menu bar, we can choose what we want to do. For instance, you want to add tables, you want to insert pictures and whatsoever. Those are under menu. Why do we call it a menu bar? Because it hides a lot, right? If I go here to home and I click menu, it will bring the menu of home, menu of insert. So this is what we call our menu bar. Then down here, it's what we shall be, what we call the standard toolbar. This is what we call a standard toolbar onto our Microsoft Excel application or worksheet. Onto the worksheet, we still have a lot of tools onto the toolbar. We have cut, copy, and others. We have colors and fill color. We have tables. We have bullets and alignment. We have delete, sort data, filter, and other things. All those are under the toolbar. This is what we call the standard toolbar. Then we have what we call is active cell bar. This is what we call an active cell. When I click here, this is the way we read cells. This is B4. B is active and 4 is also indicated in yellow, which shows that it's active. You don't need to use your eyes to read the active cell. You have just to look here. This is what we call the active cell bar. If I come like this and I click here, this is P16. It is the active bar. I will not have to come and try to trace properly, because I may end up reading something different. Even if I scroll down 1,000 times and I click here, I just have to read here. This is what we call active cell bar. Then we have what we call a formula bar. For instance, if I come here and I say equal sum, you see our formula bar is creating of the formula. The more I do the formula, it's also created into our formula bar. You see, the more I keep adding it, the more it will appear into our formula bar. This is what we call the formula bar. Then we have what we could call access lines or access figures, which help you to read exactly. This is A, B, C, D, E, F. These ones, we have such lines to indicate uh, where exactly you could be. This is S1, active cell, active cell bar. Which cell are you in right now? I'm on 2 right now, that is J37. So we have thousands. Try to look keenly here. We have thousands of cells. If I try to reduce so that you can see what I'm doing right, we have thousands of, if I click here, we have thousands of cells. Look keenly here. They keep piling up. They keep adding. There are thousands of cells, hundreds that we will go on to reaching, but you may not know which bar you are on or which cell you just click in the cell, then you look here. So even numbers here, when you click like here, they go into hundreds. They keep going down. You see here they are calculating. They are calculating. Be observant. Look there. They are calculating. So you may not know where you've reached. You just click, it will tell you this is HN153. It is 153 HN. So we have here our figures, and we have here our numbers, and we here our letters, those which will mark the active cell. So this is what we call a worksheet. Here is the working area. This is what we call the working area. Then from the working area, we can go to the active cell or the active sheet. Sorry, the active sheet. This is the active sheet. We have sheet 1. I can write something like this on sheet 1, then I go to sheet 2. Sheet 2 is different. How do we rename the sheets? We shall look at that. How do you rename the sheets in your Microsoft Excel work sheet? How do you rename them? We shall look into that. Then we have the navigations. These are navigation buttons. These are navigation buttons. They help you to move, to move exactly where you've been. They help you to move. These are number of sheets. The more if you want to add more sheets, we shall look onto that. Renaming and adding sheets, we shall look into that. uh, Here we have what we call the scroll bar. These are the scroll bars. uh, these are our resizer. This is our resizer, the one that will show our page. The more you go close this way, the more pages try to read numbers in a smaller way. You see, the more I go, the more they keep growing. So if you have problem with the visibility, so you can use such items to navigate or to know what goes on in our worksheet. Briefly, that's what we can talk about when it comes to the sheet interface of the Microsoft Excel. Briefly, that is it. Thank you.